Don't you really want? And welcome to my weekly Doctor Who review. This episode's called A Nightmare in Sliver. The Sidemen have returned. So let's talk about Doctor Who. Why did you break up the sun? The start of this episode follows the Doctor and Clara taking these kids that were established into the last episode to the greatest theme park in the universe. But when they get there, of course, it's been completely destroyed in places. It's going to be closed down. It's basically a closed-off planet due to the invasions of the Cybermen that happened, you know, between the I think the Empire of the universe, I think is, if I remember correctly, and the Cybermen. Of course, they won at a great cost. You know, planets were destroyed, and you know, basically the Cybermen are kind of limited in their numbers, basically. I would like to maybe establish that maybe earlier on within the actual series. I just feel like just saying that the Cybermen have been destroyed for thousands of years or something along those lines is a bit like, well, they were in season 6, so, you know, when was this established kind of thing. You know, it's just a little tiny minor error a little bit there, but oh well, never mind, I can forgive it. Now, what I think of the episode, it was better than I was expecting, definitely. By the end of the last episode, especially with those annoying ass kids, especially that girl, oh, I was really at low expectations this episode. I thought this is going to be a cheesy ass episode. The kids are going to be the main, you know. I knew some of the things that are going to happen in this episode, like the kids actually being taken away by the Cybermen. I was actually quite surprised they actually converted them a little bit and put those little devices on their the kind of temple there, and you know, convert them into Cybermen a little bit. That'd been quite cool, but you know, I just felt like you shouldn't really have kids within a Doctor Who adventure, because, you know, it's bad enough when their companions get injured or, you know, killed or something happens to them, but kids, ooh, it's a bit, you know, weird territory, and you can kind of know what predictable dialogues they're going to say or what's going to happen to them in a way, so I was a bit skeptical in places. So yeah, the episode was better than I was expecting. They actually used the Cybermen to a degree in the place. They actually give them this brand new kind of sleek look, brand new upgrade, and I actually like the fact they're actually expanding the mythology a little bit more on the Cybermen. I really like the fact that they've got rid of the Cybermats, got these little Cybermen mices, and actually I love that little scene where that guy is actually just threw a load of them on the Doctor. He just crawls up and just converts him a little bit. That's really, really cool. It doesn't take like a huge machine to kind of, you know, drag him in and push him in there to, you know, upgrade. It's basically just a little tiny mice, little upgrade into your head and sort of stuff, and done kind of thing. I love that. It's fantastic, and I really like the fact that they convert not just humans, but also alien species, you know, gather DNA and, you know, knowledge and information from other species of the planet on the universe. I really like the idea of that kind of, you know, broad galactic kind of feel, not just converted onto Earth, but there's this kind of a broader scale. I really like the mythology of that. I think some of the decisions were quite clever, to be perfectly honest. I really like the fact that the original Cybermen back again, of course. And one of the things that I actually quite liked was the Doctor and the kind of the conscious of the actual Cybermen, the main kind of, you know, the connecting force between the Cybermen actually got into the Doctor's head and kind of this kind of eternal battle. I thought that was really, really cool. It's a good chance to kind of show off two sides of Matt Smith, the acting. I thought that was actually a pretty interesting, you know, back and forth, and I like the actual, this kind of other Cyberman construct actually kind of, you know, saying, ooh, Clara, why have you been focused on her, and kind of, you know, using DNA and knowledge, you know, in his head. And I like the fact he references the other Doctors, like, you know, Alonzi kind of thing. I thought that was real great references here and there, but it went a bit flat in places. I mean, I would like to have seen that a bit more expanded. I like to see the fact that maybe the Doctor running around trying to defeat a Cyberman at the same time, going back and forth between him and this kind of construct in a sense. But what we got instead was a bit of a like, okay, let's play chess. Yeah, really? You know, it's like, okay, fine, I get the point, but it's like, I would like to have seen a bit more, you know, moving around a little bit, you know, just, you know, trying to, like, he's trying to do something, you know, really clever with a bomb or something, or he's trying to disable a Cyberman, but go back and forth between the two different versions. I'll just seen that a bit more, but oh well. We're going to see two different sides of the actual Doctor, which is really, really cool. We get to find a bit more knowledge and leading up to the actual finale a bit more, which is interesting. Also, I really like this actual new Cyberman design. I think it's a bit more kind of tighter fitted. It's a bit more kind of sleeker, and it's a bit more, it's got a bit more of a menacing feel to it. I like the fact the actual Cyberman can take off the arms, you know, the head, and just, you know, decoy. I love the fact that it upgrades every second kind of things, like, okay, electric in the water, upgraded components, done, let's go. Can we get fantastic? Yeah, really, really good. I love that the actual Cyberman's constantly upgrading, it's constantly improving its kind of sleek look, and I love the fact it's going super fucking speed the first time you saw it. It's like kind of thing. Like, whoa, that was awesome. I really liked the what they did with the Cybermen. I thought it was really, really clever. Unfortunately, it wasn't scary. Well, not for me anyway. For kids, I think maybe, but I would have thought maybe just a bit more in the shadows, a little bit more, maybe just, you know, I think the scare factor wasn't enough. The fact that they had like millions of Cybermen was absolutely pointless to me. The fact they had a bomb on the actual episodes, like, yeah, we know where this is going. The actual kids in the episode weren't as annoying as I thought they were going to be. That little girl, I still hate her. She was like, oh. Her rebellious edge in the actual episode was really unnecessary. It's like, I hate you, Chloe, you have to ruin everything. It's like, you're going on a fucking, you know, other planet tour. It just really drove me up the wall kind of thing. I really did not like her character. They better not bring her back at all. I do not want her back. I felt Matt Smith actually was pretty decent in this episode. I like the fact that he converted back and forth between this, you know, construct, the Cyberman, and himself. I felt Clara was a bit more useful in this episode. I like the fact that she actually picking up the gun and actually, you know, attacking the Cyberman and, you know, kind of thing. I thought it was really, really clever in some places, and actually using the actors actually pretty decent, to be honest. Overall, I felt this actually was a pretty decent episode. I felt that it could be a bit more potential in places, especially a bit more of the Cybermen, a bit more of the Doctor and the companions. I just thought they could just boost up a little bit more. We've seen better. They can do better, the writing can. I just don't know what's holding them back a little bit. But it was good. I would watch it again. You know, it adds to the mythology of the Cyberman. I like the actual little elements in it between the Doctor and the construct. And the companions were actually pretty decent. The kids weren't as annoying as I thought they were going to be. It's a plus right there. That's been my review for Nightmare and Steve. I hope you enjoyed watching this review. Have you seen it? What did you think? I'm really looking forward to the season finale next week. It's going to be the last episode. It looks really, really good from the trailer. I will do maybe a little special video based upon what I thought, my pre-thoughts of the episode before watching it. It looks really good, so I'm looking forward to that. What do you think of the episode? Was it good? Was it bad? Was it disappointing? Love to know your opinions. Means I'm Andrew today. Signing out.